Do you watch baseball?
I've been watching a bit recently.
Well, I've got something to show you. So, courtesy of the Major League Baseball in the United States of America and Virtual Eye, who do all our graphics, which you just saw, they do Major League Baseball games as well. Now, you would have heard the name Shohei Ohtani, who is Ohtani's probably the best athlete on the planet at the moment. He hits and he pitches. So this is him in the lead up to the World Series the other night, and it was extraordinary. So this is before the Blue Jays game. So he's absolutely nailed this home run. It's all measured by the same systems that we have here at Fox Cricket. Now, if we just show you exactly what's going on here, if you just pause it when the numbers come up of what Ohtani did. So this is where we can compare it to you, big fella. So his ball speed in is 144 kilometres an hour because they are whipping in a sharp pitch. It's about the same distance between the release point for bowlers and pitchers on the mound. But with the speed that we're about to show you, Ohtani had 0.4 of a second reaction. You had 0.7. So you got an extra 3/10 because it was the spinner. So his bat speed, which I know is your stock in trade, he's swinging the bat at 129, ball's in at 144. We can roll it on then. And the ball speed out off his bat is 188 kilometres an hour. Then this is you, Timmy. Ball speed in, 75 because it's the spinner. Bat speed, 84. And then ball speed out, 153. Just pause it there for a moment. How important is bat speed in what you do?
Yeah, well, obviously making contact's the most important thing because that would have knocked my stumps out of the ground if I missed it. But yeah, that comes from a lot of practice. I've been playing golf the last couple of years, and that's just keeping those mechanics going. But absolutely, we use heavy bats as hitters. We don't hit the ball out of the middle of the bat all the time, so when you get a good one out of the middle like that, it goes. But absolutely, you got to swing the bat hard and good contact. So to be honest, like now that shot, thinking about it when it happened at the time, I wasn't like completely pulling the trigger on it. Like it's like that's full, it's in a nice spot, but it's the good contact's the most important.
There's a bit more in the shed, was there?
I mean, it starts getting ugly at that point. Yeah, that's probably happens more on the golf course, and they go in the trees.
Well, we'll compare the actual speeds in and out so people can see on the graphics. So, Ohtani, his bat speed is 129, which is 35 kilometres an hour more than yours, but his bat is about 30% lighter than yours from what we've figured out. But this is the difference. He's got it in at 144 on 188, where you've had to generate the speed because you've basically doubled the ball speed in and out due to your raw power.
Look, it's pretty interesting, and obviously those guys set the benchmark in terms of power. They're very specific in the training they do. They throw, they sprint, and they do their batting and their hitting. So he's an amazing athlete. As far as making comparisons between myself and that, I know how much work it takes to get to the top level of an elite sport. So I know how good those guys are and how many good baseball ballers there are out there. But we've got a bit of time between our next World Cup and after that. So if any any Major League Baseball teams want to come knocking, we can certainly chat about it. No, but it's those guys are so impressive, and the speed that those I've sat behind the home plate at a Major League Baseball game and picking up the cues. It's like having these mystery spinners bowl, but it comes down at 150 and what do they call 100 miles an hour, and they've got to pick up the variation. So phenomenal athletes, and it's nice you guys make the comparison. But
well, wait there. This is the coolest bit. So Timmy, now what we're about to show you is Ninja Stadium. Just pause it there, put over the top of the overlay of Dodger Stadium. So you can see there, that's Dodger Stadium, that's realistic. So there's the Bellerive Oval boundary, and you can see that lattice work. That is the roof of Ninja Stadium. Now what you're about to see is your ball. This is tracked by the same company, same spot. Your shot in Hobart is in purple, Ohtani's is in white, and this is where it's cool. So Ohtani's goes 9 metres higher than yours. He gets an extra 14 metres. But, Tim, your hit was a home run at Dodger Stadium. Not quite the same distance, but nevertheless a home run at Dodger Stadium.
It's pretty cool, Like the only problem is we're sitting here pre-game, and I'll probably miss the first one and get my stumps knocked out of the ground. So I don't want to.
And he doesn't have that issue. But as a comparison of athletes and distances and speeds, it's great to see what baseball does compared to cricket.
Yeah, it's amazing, and again the force that they generate, and I think in that final game that they played, one of the games in the World Series, he had like 7 hits in a row or something. Yeah, so just phenomenal, and then he's also a starting pitcher. So it's cool. I'd love to see how it goes. Just we play so much cricket now that I don't know if there's much time.